Hey, this is Angie.
And I'm Ryan.
And we are
Happy Vegan. Hopefully you saw the video we did recently about Bonnie Rebecca getting skinny shamed on her own Instagram. And lo and behold, we got a private message on Instagram from said skinny shamer.
We decided to reply to the response primarily because she's saying a lot of things that tend to come up from like anti-vegan activists, I guess you could say.
Or just kind of like a lot of newbie vegan myths, maybe things that people mistakenly believe about veganism. Well, firstly, this person claims they didn't skinny shame Bonnie. She said, I was saying Bonnie knowingly posts photos that she thinks will attract more followers to her page so she can convince them to go vegan, aka she uses her thin, attractive body to make veganism look appealing. Well, first of all, I mean, this is what pretty much everyone does on Instagram. Nothing's underhand about Bonnie there, meaning everyone posts photos, good ones. If they were crap photos, you wouldn't post them. And you want to get people to follow your page and listen to your message. That's
social media.
Yeah.
I just don't understand this, like, using thin, attractive body. To me, that sounds like shaming her for having a thin body and allowing it to be portrayed in a photo on Instagram. Then she goes on to say, I think it's wrong, I guess, convincing people to go vegan using attractive photos. And her reason is because not everyone can afford to eat an unlimited amount of organic foods.
Well, I never thought that Bonnie's message was, hey, I eat only organic foods. You guys have to buy organic foods. I'm the organic Australian food girl.
Bonnie Rebecca is a lifestyle channel on YouTube and is her personal vegan lifestyle.
Yeah, which she shows herself eating lots of foods.
She does.
Not expensive foods, I must add.
Well, that's the next point. It's expensive to eat vegan, which that's one of our pet peeves.
We hate that's just an excuse. People will say, what in the world is cheaper than rice, beans, potatoes, bananas, grains? I mean, this is some of the cheapest stuff out there.
Well, it's funny because the next thing this person says is it's expensive to eat vegan when you have food allergies to basic staples like rice and potatoes, which is two of the things you mentioned. So I actually looked up top food allergies, and here's what I came up with.
Well, number one is milk. No surprise there. So since 60% of the population is lactose intolerant,
including me and my entire family,
followed by eggs, fish, and shellfish. So far, none of this stuff is vegan.
None of it. These are all reasons to go vegan because the top food allergies are not vegan.
And these are common foods too, guys.
Yeah. And then the next four they're pretty much all nut related. Tree nuts, peanuts, wheat. Everyone likes to talk about gluten allergies, and soybeans. So none of those are rice or potatoes, actually. So I don't know what percentage of people are allergic to rice or potatoes, but I don't think that Bonnie Rebecca needs to tailor her lifestyle channel about her personal vegan diet to these, mystery people who might possibly watch her show and create an allergy for themselves. I just don't understand how that's like a straw man argument. Like, and then we get into the thing that really made me mad the first time around. And in the end, Bonnie is a role model to millions of young girls. Bonnie knows this. Bonnie has made videos talking about how, let me just let Bonnie say it herself.
Because I think it's really important that you learn to eat enough on this lifestyle. I have a lot of young girls contact me saying that they ate until they were full and they only ate 800 calories, which is not enough. So you do need to eat more than that. And I think monitoring it is a good way to make sure you're getting in enough carbs, to make sure you don't binge out on fatty foods, and to make sure you stay on this lifestyle long term.
So Bonnie is more than aware that young girls are watching her show and that some young girls are prone to eating disorders because, as she explained in her top 5 benefits of going vegan, she struggled with eating disorders herself as a young girl.
One is, I used to have a horrible past with food. I used to have a horrible relationship with food. And the main benefit, this might be selfish, but the main benefit I've noticed from being in a vegan lifestyle was that I can now eat as much as I want without calorie restriction, without any kind of restriction, and feel satisfied and good after every single meal.
Then this person goes on to say, Bonny acts like if everyone ate healthy and worked out, they'd be thin too. And this just is not the case.
I've never seen Bonny make any promises or guarantees. Her show is a lot like ours. That's what I like about her show. She's just showing what she does.
Yeah. I know. I was like, I was thinking of something like, oh, does Bonny Rebecca even talk about weight loss? So I went onto YouTube. I said, Bonny Rebecca, weight loss. And only one video came up. And it just so happens it's a what I ate in a day video, which kind of answers multiple questions to this little hater message. Let me play some of it.
Here I'm making my nice cream, which we had 7 bananas, some PB2 powder, which is low-fat peanut butter, some cinnamon and some coconut sugar.
But, I mean, the food she was eating were not expensive. Once again, it was like a bunch of bananas, some strawberries, apples, pasta.
Some of the cheapest foods you can buy.
I mean, there was a couple of little things she put in there for like a little bit of flavor bits that maybe are a little more on the expensive side, but you can totally eat banana and ice cream without any toppings of any kind. And these foods are just not expensive. Also, it just so happened she didn't have any potatoes or rice that day, so a straw man burned down to the ground.
I don't know, all I can say is, that's bananas.
But then at the end of this missive is when it really does start to get into the skinny shaming stuff. And it just is so aggravating. So here it is. Why do we want to be thin anyway? Why is that a thing in our society? That's my point. Okay, I don't think Bonny Rebecca's show is about being as thin as you possibly can. I've seen shows that are about that.
Yeah,
there's a lot. Some are vegan shows and some are not vegan shows, but
again, like our show, I think Bonny is just showing, hey, if you eat a healthy way, you will have a healthy body. Why do we have to call that thin? It should just be called healthy. Thin makes it sound like we're weird, strange people or something.
No.
It's because nowadays, your average person, it's over 66% of Americans are either obese or overweight. When we were growing up, that was not the case. So now people who have a healthy body weight are looked upon as odd because we are the odd people out.
But it wasn't that way growing up. And to us, like, being quote unquote thin is just, you know, it's just being healthy. And this is the other thing, like, people say really mean stuff to us about our weight. Like, we get a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot.
We're
skeletal and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, we're not that thin, you know? It's like, we're not Karen Carpenter about to pass on thin, and we're just what used to be average. I don't understand why Bonny Rebecca's Instagram needs to be shut down or whatever this girl's thinking needs to happen. It's not like she is a weight loss channel and she's giving crappy advice. All it is a really nice show about how she lives a vegan lifestyle, which is easy and fun and it's just good times, and that's what her show is promoting, that you can have a good life and be vegan.
Sounds like our show.
I know, and that's why we feel so protective.
So post your questions and comments down below. What excuses do you hear all the time about why it's impossible to go vegan?
Yeah, well, was there any good advice that we should have given to all the points that were listed in this little missive? Leave them down below. What do you feel about the topic of skinny shaming? Do you think this is skinny shaming? Maybe we're wrong.
So if you got some out of this video, hit like and share it with a friend who likes to make excuses about not going vegan.
Stay subscribed for more vegan news, entertainment, day in the lives, recipes, and more from the two of us here at Happy Healthy Vegan.
Until next time, keep it carb, baby. Keep it carb. Just like Bonny Rebecca.
Bonny Rebecca.
Just like Bonny Rebecca.
Bonny Rebecca.